Hey, welcome to Gold Tone. We're just sitting down with Austin Stirling. He came through in our shop here in Titusville, and we just thought we'd sit down and take a little bit of time to chat about what instrument you're playing, what you're doing, touring. Yeah. Just chop it up.
Yeah, this is a old GT 550. I think I've had it for probably 13 years now, and I think because of this, it helped me find what I would consider kind of my sound or my voice within music. Before getting this, I kind of was just playing aimlessly, and I didn't know what kind of songs I wrote or what my sound was. And I really feel like when I got this banjo, it pulled all that together. And I remember I picked it up from UPS on my way to go see Bon Iver at the Bon Iver concert. Nice. So I put the box in the back of the truck, and before I walked into the concert, I opened it up, peeked at it, and was like, can't wait to play you, see you after the concert, you know. But yeah. So that's kind of my history with this guy a little bit.
And so before you were able to find your sound with that, like what were you doing?
I was playing with a group of guys. I started playing music pretty late. I was like 28 years old before I started playing out live in front of people. And I was trying to play music for the rest of the band. One guy wanted to do like Celtic punk. The other guy wanted to do like rebel country. The other guy wanted to do like blues. And I played a hollow body at the time and an acoustic. And I was literally just trying to like write songs for them pretty much. So, yeah.
Cool. So the banjo helped you kind of find that sound, huh?
Yeah, just kind of helped me find my voice and, kind of the weird songs I write a little bit.
And you're doing a one-man band gig, right?
Yeah, that kind of setup, in years of like having band members and them falling out here and there, I kind of just started like messing with the kick drum and the tambourine and doing that kind of stuff. At one point I had like 7 pedals doing different percussive things, and I was carrying like 7 string instruments, and I think I got older and wiser and was like, I can't keep doing this. So yeah, I'm kind of down to like a kick drum, the tambourine. Sometimes I have a fiddle player with me. Sometimes I have a fiddle and a drummer.
Sweet.
Just kind of depends, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so it looks like you've done some customization to that.
Yeah. Well, it's been beat to hell for one. So it needs a little bit of love, which is a big reason I'm here today, is to have you guys take a look at it.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, it's been sanded, it's been wood burnt on the inside, it's all kinds of stuff. So. And
what do you like in particular about the banjos? I mean, are you getting those banjo tones out of it that you're looking for?
Yeah, you can definitely make it sound like a banjo. I use heavier strings on this one just because of the lower tuning. But like, you can definitely get the banjo sound out of it. I think there's a weird nuance between, I feel like these Banjitars, it's like, you can't really play them like a guitar and you can't really play them like a banjo.
Right.
There's some weird middle ground, and I think that's something people need to kind of know when they go into it. You can make it sound like a banjo, but if you're a banjo player, like, you'll know pretty quick. Like, oh, I can't play this like a 5-string or a tenor or something,
Right. So. Did you move the pickup on that, or have you kind of positioned it to where you get the best sound that you like?
I couldn't even tell you.
Really?
Yeah, I think it has, because I know you guys like them up here.
Exactly.
You guys like them pushed up more. Mm-hmm. At some point it's got moved. I don't know if my luthier did that or I did. I tinker with them, but I try not to break them.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, moving that was like, oh, that's something I can do. So yeah, to answer your question, I don't know if I did that or not.
It looks like it's held up good, man. I mean, other than the fact that you've customized it and made it yours, but the fact that you're playing, how many dates you do in a year?
Man, normal lie, I couldn't even tell you. I'm not even really sure.
Yeah.
But it's definitely held up. I know a lot of musicians and instrumentalists are gonna cringe, but like, if I'm on the road and it's gonna be like 45 at night or something, I'll just leave the banjos in the car when I go to the hotel,
Right.
So I just beat the crap out of my instruments,
Yeah.
But these things, I can do that, wake up the next day, jump in the car, turn the heat on, drive 3 hours, get to the venue, and the tuning's completely fine. Like I barely even need to touch it. That goes for the one I use in standard tuning and this one, like, so yeah, kind of. I normally just travel with 2, but yeah.
Talking about tunings, so you keep one in standard,
Yep.
and you keep another. I know you said you didn't want to reveal your secret, but you do have like some unique tunings you like to use, and that means you have to use thicker string gauges to achieve those tunings.
Yeah, and the setup has to be a little different. The strings need to be, I mean, comparatively to normal standard tuning, like the strings need to be pretty high, just to make room. But
so you're not buzzing.
Yeah. But I've gotten so used to that with this that if they were any lower, it would freak me out. Yeah. You know, even if it sounded fine, I would be like, this is weird. So.
Is that why you keep your tuner turned backwards so people can't see what tuning you're doing?
No, I mainly, well, more so, I don't really like how tuners look.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't like the ones that stick out here. Is more just to kind of, or for it to be a little more clean.
It does make sense to keep it on the backside.
Yeah, just for it to be a little more clean looking.
Cool. Well, man, thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad we could sit down and do this. Play something for us.
Okay. So I've got a number of different songs. I mean, in this tuning, it's really hard with these open tunings. Like, just like a garage rock slide. You know, guys that are playing like slide guitars, a lot of their stuff just sounds the same. So that's the tricky part. I feel like with these open tunings is to not let stuff just all sound the same.
Fall in that same groove.
Yeah,
right?
It's very difficult, and so I'm always kind of messing and trying to just figure out different ways to try to get some different feels. So
fun.
Yeah, and I try to keep them. I mean, all my songs, I try to keep them simple. I try not to overcomplicate. I'm not an overly complicated guy, so I try not to overcomplicate my songs very much. And so yeah.
Well, with everybody banging away on dreadnoughts and cutaways and standard acoustic guitars, it's nice to have something different, kind of make your own little groove.
Yeah, I literally, it's kind of cool. I appreciate the 6-string because I can go to this tuning and on an acoustic guitar, and I can play these songs. Or I can go to standard tuning on this and I can play songs that I would play on an acoustic, but it kind of gives like a different voicing. You know how it is. You mess with different instruments and you do the same chord on a different stringed instrument and it kind of brings breathes like a different life into it. And that's really helped me, I feel like, because I'll have like a song that I wrote on acoustic and I think it's a good song, but it's kind of like not clicking. You know what I mean? And then I'll move it to like, the 6-string banjo and change it up a little bit and the feel changes and I'm like, oh, that's it. That's how the song's supposed to be.
Even a capo, something as simple as a capo sometimes just changes the space.
Yeah, and throws your voice into a different register. And but yeah, man, I really, over the years, I've really grown to appreciate Gold Tone. I've got 3 of these. And I feel like the quality is really high for the prices that you guys charge. I think they're very fair. There's other companies out there that I know of that will have like a 6-string banjo, and they're I've played those instruments. I've even bought them over the years and tried them out, and I always come back to these Gold Tones.
Cool.
Yeah, they're sturdy, and they're just like, I can say without a doubt, like, these are workhorses, because like I said, I'll leave them in my car when it's 40 degrees, and I'll go into the hotel and just be like, they'll be fine.
That's what we shoot for, man. We shoot for guys like you that are out playing, doing the thing, and playing, you know, a couple hundred dates a year. Can bang on it, beat it up, get it set up to where you want it, and you rely on it, you know?
Yeah, and I've got a good relationship. I know these things very well, to how I want them to feel, you know? And so I definitely encourage people to, like, if they're wanting to try something different or something new, like, pick one of these things up and pluck around on it, see what happens, you know?
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a bunch of other ones too. The F6 guitar mandolin. I don't know if you've tried that one yet.
Yeah.
Super fun. We've got the 12-inch.
I was literally playing that mandolin today, and I'm like, I was like, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. Like, it sounds so good. It sounds like a mandolin, but you literally can just strum guitar chords on it.
Same concept.
Yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, I appreciate the hospitality and you guys like having me here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for today. We're gonna, where can we find you? Tell everybody where.
Instagram and Facebook, Austin Stirling, Stirling. Those are about the only two social medias I emotionally can handle.
Right,
so.
Heard that. We'll post those in the subject area. And cool, man. Well, thanks for stopping in. All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.